before we start, I'm going to state that our group chose Swift Howlett Neighborhood as our company. And I'm going to start from the first slide, and that is overview of the company. So first is an enterprise in Malaysia. As we stated before, Swift Howlett Neighborhood is an enterprise in Malaysia, and the main office is in Port Klang. And before, it is called as Yinsen Howlett, and this house was started the business not too long ago. But on March 2011, the new management has taken over and rebranded the company as Swift Logistics Neighborhood. And currently, the company are reowned as Swift House Neighborhood to support the branding strategy and have invested in brand new prime movers and developed a team of specialized skills. Next, for the third point, now operating based on new approaches. Swift Howlett is now operating based on new approach which focuses more on planning and on-time communication flow. Swift Group Malaysia's fastest growing fully integrated logistics provider consistently ranked as the top haulage in all major ports in Peninsular Malaysia and in terms of 24 equivalent unit volume. And last but not least, the company operates in the heavy and civil engineering construction industry. Then there was a total growth of 27.92% in Swift House Neighborhood total assets over the same period. And as I said before, this company has been the one of the fastest logistics company that really grow fast among the others. Swift House Neighborhood is located in a strategic place, and a large place is the main port for logistics. And the main office is located at Lot 3, Jalan Sultan Muhammad 5, Kawasan Perindustrian Bandar Sultan Sulaiman 42,000 Pelabuhan Kelang. Next is purpose statement. Swift House Neighborhood are a fully integrated logistics service provider which provides a wide range of service including container haulage, forwarding, specialized warehouse services, consolidation of LCL cargo to East Malaysia, project logistics, ship catering, container depot services, sale of commercial vehicles and commercial vehicles repair and maintenance, and general insurance throughout Malaysia. Next is mission. We have 5 missions for this Swift haulage company, and all of them stands for Swift itself. So the first mission, and it start for the letter S, is strengthen our resources. So to strengthen our resources in becoming one of the large-scale haulage around Malaysia, and because the company produces a high demand on service with customer product, especially from our branch. And next is the letter W, that is withstand market changes. Swift Howlett stand market changes before economical survive to maintain our service and customer satisfaction is the priority, so that every department must be consistent during logistics market. Next is the letter I, that is innovative in meeting customer logistic needs. One of the priorities on Swift is innovative in meetings, so that we look each other feedback or complaint for customer, especially involve our branch and haulage. So for meeting, we get to know and we get to address all of the feedback or even a complaint itself from our customers. And this will impact productivity works for department office until site employee. Every question from our internal and external part will be arranged by our ROT reported in system of cloud-based Swift haulage. Next is for F. F is a fast-track growth with combined efforts, and it means we support every single company who needed our transportation and our service. So we register with a few companies ticked below Swift, such as Tesla Hebat for Penang Neighborhood, Northern Gateway Deports Neighborhood, and Fleet Engineering Service Neighborhood. And last but not least is the letter T, that is teamwork. Swift really took care about our teamwork process, because in a huge department, from top management until the bottom employee, we create a grouping work style. Everyone had to be responsible with their job scope and regarding their leader, team instructor. Next is vision, and our vision is Swift Howlett Neighborhood promises the best return when using the service that provided, especially for companies that are still in the process of getting started. Swift Haulage also place great emphasis on the satisfaction of our customers when containers can be delivered and picked up smoothly. Not only that, but we also hope every partner becomes our main brush in export and import system. Next is core value. We have 6 main core value in our company. And first, we're gonna start with safety. High safety procedures. Each transport journey is required with high safety procedures so that each container is in good condition until it reaches its destination. And next is initiative. Every action that is practiced becomes a team initiative where all matters are related and will affect the customer. Next is teamwork. Teamwork should practice the value of teamwork where top management will monitor and provide instructions to subordinate employees. Each employee should practice the value of teamwork where the top management will monitor and provide instructions to subordinate employee. Assign until a service journey reaches the customer integrity in carrying out tasks according to the standards set by Swift in becoming one of the largest transportation systems in Malaysia with the cooperation of several local and foreign companies. And next is discipline. Discipline is work ethic display while handling customers or making exportation and importation. Making export-import a main point of Swift Haulage. And next is commitment. Full commitment to the responsibilities given. Always give full commitment to the responsibilities given to each department, to the system in the field such as truck drivers and customer service. And lastly is quality. Concerned about the quality received for the customers. Swift is very concerned about the quality received for customers, especially companies under the auspice of North South Malaysia, making it the largest transport hub. Next is logo. If you can see at the left side of this slide, there's a logo of our company. So Swift Haulage Neighborhood logo is based on dictionary reference. SWIFT, Swift, means flying. It's a vigorous bird with long slender wings and a superficial resemblance to a swallow, spending most of its life on the wing. The company used a bird as the logo to show how fast and smooth Swift Haulage do their transitions. Next is nature of business. Swift Haulage will examine in depth all new branches of business as well as giving focus on the meeting approach. Customers to promote and inform customers about the service quick to guarantee and get many business opportunities. E-commerce is the latest business segment, even for us, is working in that direction. Main mover as a sign of Swift Group commitment in strengthening logistics service regional to its customers. So this is our nature of business. I'm going to start with the company name. It's Swift Haulage Neighborhood. Company registration number 05332234V. Nature of business is provision of container haulage, services, and warehousing. Date of registration 29 of November 2000, and the state is in Wilayah Persekutuan. Next slide is board of members of the Swift Haulage Neighborhood. So the director of this company is Muhammad Naim bin Muhammad Nasfi. And for the assistant director, there's 3 main assistant director for each department. So for Hanis binti Sazmi, she is in the Human Resources Department. As for Fifi Ilyana binti Roslan, she is in Transition Management Department. And for Nurul Raihan Nabila, she is in the Department of Finance. Next, we will go to the next slide. That is main activity in the company. So there are 2 major processes in the company. That is exportation and importation. And both of these are applies and relates to each department in the company. These activities are managed by request of Transport Department, Operation Department, and Customer Service Department. Without request for transport from customers, all this activity and process are not be able to perform. The whole process can be done in one day and it may take for a few days, especially if the customer's place is not in Selangor. So there are 2 main activities. Exportation and importation. For exportation, please start from yard, depot to customers, and lastly to port. For importation is port, customers, depot, and yard. So I'm gonna explain each of these terms and the meaning itself. And we're going to start from the term yard. Yard is a classification, storage, or switching area for the trailers, prime movers, and drivers. And depot, a container freight station or designated area where empty containers can be picked up or can be dropped off. Customer is an enterprise that uses the haulage service as provided by Swift's neighborhood. And lastly is port, a harbor where ships will anchor. Next is the systems in the company. So both of these systems are started for the haulier itself, and it will be divided into two systems. That is Swift Timeline and Haulage Management System. For Swift Timeline, it starts for cloud-based, accessible to Swift workers, unlimited access platform and time, only has basic information, a system that derive an upgraded version of HMS. And HMS is the Haulage Management System. And for the Haulage Management System, it is a server-based, accessible to any company that use HMS, example as Recron and Evergreen. Only can be accessed using appropriate platforms such as central servers and storage. Unlimited information, has the capabilities to store and include all information about haulage service.
And now we move on to the next slide, which is the scope of departments. There are 5 departments in this company. The first one is human resources, where Swift Haulage actually takes care of employee motivation and wellness, compositions, benefits, recruitment, organization development, safety, employee relations, and training. The next one is financial, where the finance department is the part of an organization that is responsible for acquiring funds for the firm, managing funds within the organization, and planning for the expenditure of funds on various assets. The third one is request of transport department, where this department is one of the main structures of Swift Haulage because they are supportive bone to company with a high details work. The fourth one is operation department, where they are basically dealing with drivers at side port of haulage and container depot. The last one is customer service department. This department responsible in dealing with new customers and also satisfying their needs. And now we proceed to the products and services, where there are 4 major products and services by Swift Haulage. The first one is trailers, then prime movers, the third one is warehouse, and the last one is port. There are 2 types of transactions in this company, so we will go through one by one. So the first one is internal transactions. For the Department of Human Resources Administration, they focus 2 major transactions. The first one is annual leave application, where every employee need to apply or request for annual leave. And all the process can be done within 3 days before the actual date for annual leave. To be more specific, all the applications can be done through the company system. The next one is hiring employee. This department also is in charge in interviewing and hiring employees that are suitable for position, even for intern program. The second department is financial department, where this department is responsible for payroll, which means office workers will be paid by months, meanwhile drivers will be paid by how many works they can do in one day. The next one is operation department, where this department is responsible for checking and approve the containers note, conveying the information to the ground level, for example, the drivers and depot operators. And last but not least, for internal transaction, the customer service department is responsible to deal with new customers, entertain the customers, and also satisfying the customers' needs. Then we focus on external transactions by Human Resources Administration departments. This department is responsible for record-keeping system that helps to track of any changes that is related to employees. Swift Haulage used a haulage management system that was developed by Maslog IT Service. And this department also is important because the company uses centralized system where all sections offices in Malaysia will be focused on the headquarters. Then we have financial department, where this department is responsible for insurance claims, which means a formal request by a policyholder to an insurance company for coverage or compensation for a covered loss or policy events that are related to the employees. And last but not least, for external transactions, where these include the three departments. The first department is request of transport, operation, and customer service. These transition departments are responsible for activities such as delivery of empty and laden containers and also collection of empty and laden containers. These two major activities cannot be done without these transition departments.
First of all is Human Resource Department, which is Annual Leave Application. Starting with an employee who want a leave must request and fill in the form. And then they need to contact HR department for the confirmation of the entitlement. Next, HR will ask for more information why they want to apply leave application. Then, the person in control will submit the application to the HR for approval. Next, HR will approve or reject the application of the employee. If it is approved, positive response will be given. But if it's rejected, negative response will be given. And the last one is HR department will notify the employee and update leave taken and leave balance. Continue with Human Resource Department when hiring employee. Starting with HR receive notice of vacant position. Next, HR will create job requirement document and then send the document to recruiter who involved. Next, recruiter posts jobs on the website or the job portal. And then review application that have been received. Next, HR will notify if to the candidate that match with the requirement. And next, HR will start arrange the interview session. And the last one is HR will send job offer. Second department is Financial Department, and I will explain the payroll workflow on this department. Starting with, finance will collect employee information and then they will process the payroll. Next, the finance will generate the payroll report and then the final will calculate any add payment for grocery pay or overtime pay. And then finance will process deduction. And the last one is finance will produce the payment. Okay, next I will continue explain about three important departments of Switchhaulage, which is Request Order Transport (ROT), Operation, and Customer Service Department. Okay, so I go with ROT first. The customer will request for transport through system or web portal. Next, the ROT officer will check and accept customer request for transport. And then the ROT will prepare containers note based on the given date. And the last one is ROT will also check on the containers movement order before proceeding to the operation department. Okay, next move to operation department. Operation department will waiting for the containers note being prepared. After containers note is finished, operation department will convey the information to the ground level. Then, operation department will deal with available driver. And the last one is operation department will pass the notes to the drivers. Okay, move to last department, which is customer service department. So on customer service department, they will receive feedback from customer, either negative feedback or positive feedback. Customer service also must to entertain the customer and satisfying the customer's need. Next, customer service department will enhance the communication with customer. Okay, now I will explain about the workflow of every department in Switch College for external transition. Okay, starting with Human Resource Department for record keeping. So, the first of all is system in record keeping where the company use the centralized system. Second one is record keeping system help to track of any charge that is related to employee. The third one is Switch use haulage management system that was developed by Maslog IT service. And then Switch also creates Switch timeline only for the company. And the last one is each employee use both system in managing data and information for every department. Next, the financial department for insurance claim. First, every employee need to inform what type of insurance they have. And then the company will ensure and list all the possibility that will happen to the employee. And then the company help to sort out of for insurance payment and not include with employee's salary. And then the company will help the employee to claim any related insurance. So the last one is the employee also can decide whether to let the company involved with the issue or settle on their own. Okay, now I will continue explain about three important departments of Switch College, which is ROT, Operation, and Customer Service Department. For your information, these three departments have the same external transition. So the first one is, without approval from ROT department, there will be no transition at all. Second, these three departments help the process in the delivering and collecting the containers. Third, empty or laden container are depends on the import and export activity. So the last one is the container may end up at yard or port. So I think that's all from us. Thank you so much for Senaim and Assalamualaikum.